Welcome back to Kidsplaining. I'm Jared, and today I'm going to be talking about the Rubik's Perplexus, which is like, if you've ever seen it, there's a little ball in there making that noise. If you've ever seen something like this, that's like a sphere, you're trying to get a little ball from start to end. And this is like the little sphere things, but you're turning it as you're making the ball go through it, so it's really hard. So I've completed it twice. The first time, which I think you should do if you're just getting this and doing it, is getting through, and whenever you fall, try getting back onto the track from where you were, or from the nearest spot that you can get back on the track. And the second time I did it, just do it. If you fall off, go right back to start. And so, like I said, you're trying to get the little metal ball from start to end, and it comes with this little guide, which I used both times. It tells you the color and the number. So you go on challenge 1 at the start, then go to white for challenge 2 through 6. And you just follow that. But be careful, there are 2 different guides because there's 2 different colors of the cube. So I lost the first time because I was following the white start, not the blue start. So just be careful that you're following the right part of the guide. There's two different challenge parts in this. They're the same cube. They're still Rubik's Perplexus, but one has different challenges than the other one. This one is the one that I have. It has the blue start. Just look at the starting color, and that's the manual that you start with. And that's pretty much how you do the Rubik's Perplexus. Now, what I like about it is, like, it's not a Rubik's Cube. You are not trying to put the colors on one side. You are trying to get the ball to the end. I used to have one of the little sphere toys, and I still have not gotten the ball to the end of that. But it reminds me of when I had that, and I really like this because it's like, it mixes together 2 game toy things that I really like, a Rubik's Cube and a Perplexus sphere. So that's just one of the things that I really like about it. Another thing that I like is how challenging it is. And when you have it just sitting here, it doesn't look too hard because the start is right there and the end is right by the start. But it's a lot more challenging than it looks because you can't just hop over there. Like, it's really hard to do that because it's such a high wall. So you have to go around it. So it's a lot harder than it looks. And I just wanted to say a few tips and tricks that I learned while doing this. One is that, just a tip, you're going to get frustrated doing this. The ball is going to fall off and you are going to get really frustrated. But when that happens, just put the cube down and find something else to do. Just find something else to do and then come back to it later. And another tip that I have is to make sure that when you're at a stopping point, set up at least the next part of the cube that you're going to. So what I do is, before I put the ball in the start, I always set up the next spots on this that the ball is going to go to. And then when I go to the next spot, I set up the next one. So what I mean by setting it up is something like this. Before I even put the ball in start, I get it ready to go on by just spinning this around, turning it in different ways so that it gets back. This is the best way I found to turn it, to spin it around the same way and then turn it a different way so that it goes different. So I just do that so that the ball can just go on the ramp, and then when I get to there at a stopping point, I set up the next part of it. So I would move the next blue part. Since I'm already on white, I don't have to worry about this blue moving. So I just move that. Send it over here. I have to find out where it comes out. So it comes out right there. So I try finding 7 on this, which is right there. So I try getting that over to it. doing the same thing that I did when I was making the white go there. you have to also just turn it the right way. And then while I'm on the white, I already have blue set up. So what makes it really hard is that you have to turn it while the ball is moving. So by stopping the ball there, it makes it so much easier. Just make sure that when you're doing it, you don't flip this upside down. That happened to me once and I had to start all over. So if you really like Rubik's Cube or the Perplexus sphere, then I think this would be really fun. Or even if you don't even have any of those, if you just want to start getting into that, this would be a good place to start. Because by doing this, you'll get good at the other two. So if you want to check that out, there will be a link below. And be sure to subscribe while you're down there and watch our other videos over here. See you later. Bye!